Hallo Leute, das Metaverse. Ein verrücktes Konzept. Irgendwann dachte sich der komische Hexenmann, Digga, ich möchte eine eigene Realität für mich erschaffen. Und dann hat er irgendwelche Studenten bezahlt, das zusammenzuschustern, glaube ich. Jetzt sieht's aus wie Scheiße. Aber es ist ein Ort, wo Leute Dinge tun. Und auch, keine Ahnung, Grundstücke kaufen auch, I guess. Oder mieten oder so. Sollte eine separate Realität sein. Das ist nicht so ganz funktioniert. Das ist ein bisschen gestorben. Und dieser Kerl, Jamari, kenne ich nicht, kein Plan. Aber der war da 2 Wochen drin und hat jetzt eine Antwort, warum es verreckt ist. Ich meine, vielleicht weil es furchtbar aussah, aber wir schauen mal rein.
So a couple of years ago, we were all introduced to this idea of the Metaverse.
Everything we do online today, connecting socially, entertainment, games, work, is going to be more natural and vivid.
Whoa, that's a little too realistic.
This was advertised as
That's a little too realistic. Und dann sieht die Scheiße so aus.
the next big movement in our civilization, something that would transform the way we socialize, learn, work, and even live.
And you're going to be able to do almost anything you can imagine. Get together with friends and family, work, learn, play, shop, create, as well as entirely new categories that
Vor allem Shop. Der gute Markt, der braucht ein paar Euros, okay?
don't really fit how we think about computers or phones today. And we call this the Metaverse. We believe the Metaverse will be the successor to the mobile internet.
But in the present day, over $80 billion has been burned. The New World Order is a ghost town, and the lights are mere days away from being turned off forever.
Ja.
Did you hear they're killing off the Metaverse soon?
What?
This is the story of the collapse of Mark Zuckerberg's dream to own your reality,
Das
and
ist
why
so
his VR
genuine.
vision turned into a nightmare for Meta. I just can't believe someone created this entire world and nobody is inhabiting it.
Aber guckt euch das doch an. Wie soll das denn die neue Revolution zum Internet sein? Bruder, das sieht aus wie ein Roblox Roleplay-Server, Digga.
They said this was going to be the hottest place to be on a Friday night.
Ja.
I don't know what it is, guys, but something about this actually does make me kind of sad.
Ja, es ist auch sehr traurig.
But to truly understand this failure of epic proportions, I have to take you back 5 years ago to 2021, when Mark would very publicly put all of his money on the Metaverse racehorse.
I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Now, as we've discussed many times on this channel, there was a serious movement
Goldenes Editing.
online at this time that cryptocurrency, NFTs, and digital assets in general were set to be the next great investment.
You own your items, not a platform. Now, this is going to require not just technical work, like some of the important projects that are going on around crypto and NFTs in the community now.
At that time, we were deep into the lockdown, and all of these internet geniuses were convinced that this would be the time period where people fully transitioned into living their life online. You know, they really thought that this shit was gonna be like WALL-E.
Over to the driving range and hit a few virtual balls in
Aber vielleicht irgendwann, wenn die uns eine Alternative geben, die nicht scheiße ist.
space.
Nah, we did that yesterday. I don't want to do that.
Your expressions, your gestures, that are going to make interactions much richer than anything that's possible online today. One definition of this is it's about a time when basically immersive digital worlds become the primary way that we live our lives and spend our time.
And Mark really wanted to lead the way, creating not only his own digital marketplace, but an entire universe that he claimed would one day be inhabited by billions of people.
You know, by
Natürlich.
the end of the decade, we hope
Aber wie kann man denn so verblendet sein? So? Also, Mark Zuckerberg ist ein Mensch, der vor allem durch Diebstahl so erfolgreich war. Ne? Also, Facebook war eine Idee von ihm und seinen Friends und so. Und er hat die dann einfach genommen und für sich beansprucht. Und seitdem hat er davon irgendwie gezerrt und Leute halt eingestellt, die sich darum kümmern und so. Trotzdem muss er ja ein bisschen Berufserfahrung gesammelt haben. So ein bisschen ein Gefühl dafür bekommen, was Menschen ja eigentlich wollen. Gut, Facebook geht natürlich die ganze Zeit den Bach runter, ne? Also, ich persönlich kenne niemanden, der da noch drauf ist. Aber, keine Ahnung, hat er die Entwicklung der Scheiße nicht gesehen oder was ist da passiert? Wie kann er so überzeugt davon sein? Ich verstehe das einfach nicht.
To basically get to around 1 billion people in the metaverse doing hundreds of dollars of commerce each, buying digital goods, digital content.
Where is everybody, man? This kind of just creepy up in here. No harassment, no homophobia, no racism, spelled wrong, no portal hopping. So yes, I guess Mark's entire dream was that people
Er hat wirklich einfach Roblox erschaffen.
would have been chilling in parks like this. Back then, Mark thought that everyone would have their own little virtual abode, where they would wear their digital clothing and hang their NFT artwork.
Have their friends over from all over the world for a virtual gathering. They could have their NFTs displayed in the house.
Bro, wenn ich mit meinen Friends all over the world chillen will, kann ich auch einfach Final Fantasy 14 anmachen. Oder Alice kurz online. What do you mean?
You put on your glasses or headset and you're instantly in your home space. It has parts of your physical home recreated virtually, it has things that are only possible virtually, and it has an incredibly inspiring view of whatever you find most beautiful. Oh, hey, Mark. Hey, what's going on?
Hi, Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Whoa, we're floating in space? Who made this place? It's awesome.
Right?
Boz, is that you?
Of course it's me. You know I had to be the robot, man.
I thought I was supposed to be the robot.
Whoa.
Das ist lustig.
I knew you were bluffing.
But from the very start, there were some obvious hurdles with this
Bruder, also das war ja, um die Leute geil drauf zu machen, so eine Tech-Demo, aber auch das sah schon richtig scheiße. Oder bin ich da ein bisschen zu hart? Seht ihr das anders? Sah das für euch cool aus? Ich weiß nicht.
entire plan. For one, Mark vastly overestimated the amount of people who were interested or comfortable with moving real-life aspects of their world to be completely virtual. Yes, we were already used to taking classes, playing games, socializing, and having meetings online, but
Ja, was für eine große Überraschung. Die komischen Menschenaffen, die schon seit hunderttausenden Jahren irgendwie in der echten Welt existieren gerne in der echten Welt. Ja, das ist ja wirklich überraschend tatsächlich.
Mark wanted to take that entire experience and make it even more intimate.
Everything we do online today.
Also wenn du das machen willst, dann musst du ja eine Alternative bieten, die geiler ist. Weißt du? So, wir spielen Videospiele in Virtual Spaces, weil es eine bessere Alternative ist zu, keine Ahnung, Kartenspielen oder Brettspielen. Für viele Menschen, nicht für alle, logischerweise. Du musst halt etwas Besseres bieten. Etwas, was einen Mehrwert hat und nicht Roblox, Alter.
Connecting socially, entertainment, games, work is going to be more natural and vivid. This isn't about spending more time on screens. It's about making the time that we already spend better. Screens just can't convey the full range of human expression and connection. They can't deliver that deep feeling of presence.
You're creeping me out, little guy. Stop. Stop in your tracks. Stop in your tracks right now.
Yo, this is a robbery, bro. This is a robbery. I'll hit you with a cone.
The only issue
Die virtuelle Realität ist erstaunlich.
was that the value of the experience that he provided failed to outweigh the general issues and annoyances of using his newfound platform, with the main problem being that the VR headset itself was not very accessible for many people. Hello? Is anyone there? And the sheer idea of spending hours inside of this thing, specifically in the metaverse, was not a smooth experience at all. Rules for safety: don't run, don't yell, don't scream, don't poop on the floor, stay close to mom, don't touch Freddy, don't hit, leave before dark. Give me the fucking money.
Security is on their way over, just so you're aware.
I want a Happy Meal.
Hi. Okay. Can I have my McDonald's?
I mean, I tried to spend a couple of days on this thing, specifically in the metaverse,
Bruder, es ist halt wirklich Roblox.
to see what it was
Auch mit den
really all
Kids.
about, and I have to say it was not a great experience. Alright guys, so I'm here on the Meta app. I've never played this, so I guess I have to create an avatar, and right now I'm between this guy and this guy right here, as to which one looks the most like me. Alright, looking crazy. Make this motherfucker red. God damn. Here we go, we're going to the
Richtiger Gigachat,
Metaverse.
ja.
I'm transporting right this second. Oh shit, my red hands. And by the end of the day, without fail, my neck would be killing me. And on top of that, my eyes would feel compromised for the rest of the day after around a couple of hours tops. I mean, there were several times the movement within the metaverse made me downright nauseous.
I'm dancing.
Move me around. Hello, hello. Say goodbye to the metaverse. Say goodbye.
Hey, are you coming?
Yeah, just gotta find something to wear.
Welcher Mark sieht echter aus? Der rechts oder der links? Der wirklich the same picture.
Alright, perfect.
So yes, Mark essentially hedged this $80 billion bet that he could financialize our daily social interaction. He thought that because he did this once with Facebook, he could have the foresight to accomplish it once again. He wanted to...
Bro, Facebook wäre erstmal nur eine Seite, wo notgeile Teenie-Jungs Mädchen bewertet haben, von einer Skala von 1 bis 10. Das ist ja wirklich der Ursprung. Beschäftigt euch mal damit. Das ist mega interessant, ehrlich gesagt, was daraus so geworden ist.
Create a proprietary reality where he owned the hardware, the tax on every item sold, and even the virtual real estate to boot.
When you first put on your VR headset or open Horizon, you're gonna land in your own personal space. Somewhere that you can design and decorate and make your own, invite your friends to hang out, get work done, or just relax and use it to jump into any experience.
And despite the fact that many
To any experience. Freddy Fazbear und McDonald's. Okay, das ist unfair. Das ist nur das, was wir gesehen haben. Vielleicht gibt es noch crazy Sachen, ja?
people out there, including myself, have been interested and willing to purchase VR technology. And despite selling millions of these units, the Metaverse platform failed to crack even a couple 100,000 active users a month at its peak. To make a comparison, the Roblox universe, which is arguably everything
Dankeschön, Dankeschön. Genau diese Comparison will ich haben.
that Mark wanted to bring to his world when it comes to community and building, gets over 80 million active users a day. I think I see a real person over there. Let's go say what's up. Yo! ¿Qué pasó, amigo?
How you doing, my man? Everything good?
Yeah, this is my first day in the Horizons or whatever.
Well, you should take advantage of these days because I hear some word that they're shutting down the whole thing.
Now, Roblox did this successfully because it captured the attention of a generation organically, and of course a whole lot of absolute creepers. Whereas Mark, on the other hand, tried to buy it with $80 billion.
In the next 5 or 10 years, a lot of this is going to be mainstream. And a lot of us will be creating and inhabiting worlds that are just as detailed and convincing as this one.
So that was a fucking lie.
And like I said, I do have experience with VR playing the boxing game, Resident Evil, Beat Saber, and their NFL simulator for hours at a time. And never did I
Ich würde gerne Resident Evil mit VR spielen. Ich glaube, es macht richtig Spaß.
have such a shitty experience like I did for the last 2 weeks in the Metaverse. Here you have one of the all-inclusive restrooms, where you can take your virtual McPiss.
This is my high
Oh,
and
she's a
seek.
great blob. You want to bet? Alright, well, then guess what? Bye.
I mean, the graphics themselves are downright putrid. Like, they are worse than something that you would see on a PlayStation 2 that came out almost 30 years ago. Yes, I know that made someone out there feel very old. Now, this shit is just getting downright creepy. This guy right here staring into my soul. It's like they know they're about to be wiped out here in a couple of days. Happy birthday, Trip. There's the man of the hour. And when this thing first launched, it was even worse because no one had fucking legs.
Ja, das habe ich halt auch gesehen, so. Das war auch so weird.
This is something that has now been memed into eternity after it took them years to even attempt to give people the right to the lower half of their bodies.
There's one more feature coming soon that's probably the most requested feature on our roadmap. Legs.
Was ein fucking Feature, es ist unglaublich, Mann.
Legs. I know you've been waiting for this.
Everyone has been waiting for this.
Our first milestone is making it so you could use your avatar across all of our apps and in VR. And we're working on bringing them more to life through animation.
Now, in these keynotes, Mark would always make it a big deal that this was going to be a much more intimate way to connect with people virtually. That you would now feel like you were in the very same room as a coworker or your boss.
The feeling of presence.
Imagine, du musst so für deine Arbeit einen Anruf machen, aber der ist im Metaverse. Richtig scheiße.
This is the defining quality of the Metaverse. You're going
So
to
team
really
meeting.
feel like you're there with other people.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Hi, Jamari speaks. Welcome to Pets Park. Your French Bulldog is adorable. I just love that breed. Feel free to come chat with me anytime if you have questions about Pets Park or pets in general.
Wow, I guess the Metaverse is so dead that they only have bots in here working.
Not a bot. just a really laid-back person.
They were talking about virtually
Also.
joining your friends at a
Natürlich.
concert, really looking them in the eyes and enjoying the experience together.
After party passes? Yes.
Jumping in now.
What if there was an after party that anyone could go to, no matter where they were?
This is wild.
An accountant talking to a fucking dinosaur. It was just about the stupidest idea of all time.
Natürlich. Wisst ihr, wenn das nicht so ein Flop gewesen wäre und nicht so eine Scheiße gewesen wäre, das wäre riesig in der Furry-Community. Die würden ja richtig feiern, wenn das nicht Kacke wäre.
Hey, check this out. Oh, there's swag.
And I do have to say, with the spatial sound, this
Oh, der Swag. Boah, Junge. Das cringe so in meiner Seele.
intimacy is accomplished in a certain way, but I would not exactly describe it as positive, as I did have several conversations with people as I was messing around in this bastardization of a world.
Hello. Wait, are you at Hulk or something? You look red.
So kleiner Fratzo.
Yeah, I'm sunburnt.
You wanna play this game? Look behind you now. Wanna play that game?
Das kannst du dir nicht ausdenken. So richtig süßer kleiner Fritz. Wanna play this game? Und dann guckst du so hinter dir, Mördermänner. Oh mein Gott.
Doing like a murder mystery.
Yeah.
Oh damn, where'd you get a gun?
I'm on the Iowa, but I won't kill you.
I won't kill you.
Oh.
Doing this for the whole time, so you're a freaking murder.
What's up, big dog? What's up? Can you hear me? Hello? Now, ironically, what Mark thought would bring our in-real-life social world to the digital format actually made people more uncomfortable than anything else.
Imagine if you could be at the office without the commute. You would still have that sense of presence, shared physical space, those chance interactions that make your day all accessible from anywhere.
An internal leak from Meta themselves actually suggested that people on their own teams felt an increased sense of social anxiety and even distress while attempting to communicate with their fellow employees in the Metaverse.
Workrooms that we launch where you have meetings, and I basically made a rule for all of the top management folks at the company that they need to be doing standing meetings in workrooms.
Natürlich fühlst du dich auch unwohl. Das, was du versuchst zu verkaufen, zu vermarkten, sieht so aus und du wirst die ganze Zeit daran erinnern. Natürlich ist dir unangenehm.
Already, right? I feel like we got to dog food this. This is how people are going to work in the future, so we have to adopt this now.
I mean, even on a personal level, I obviously spent hours in there, had numerous conversations, and while I would be looking at someone face to face in the Metaverse, it never really felt comparable to a real life interaction. And I, who frequently have meetings and other conversations with borderline strangers through apps like Zoom, still feel much more comfortable getting that accomplished through a webcam or a phone. To me, this experience was like eating a piece of chicken with no seasoning. It's like, where's the flavor? Where's the spice? But hey, I guess that's what happens when a living robot tries to predict humanity's next social revolution. And I will also note here that around 90% of the people I had a chance to interact with were children, which made the entire experience a little bit on the creepy side for me, coming in.
Ja, da fühlt man sich, glaube ich, auch sehr unangenehm. Wenn du nur mit Kids rumhängst, dann denkst du auch so, oh shit. Ich bin auf jeden Fall jetzt auf einer Liste.
There are so many years removed from puberty.
Yo, he's the murderer! He's a murderer! Watch out for him!
Die kleinen Franzis, ey. He's the murderer!
What you looking at? Listen to the wall. What you looking at?
Just call me
Oha, Bruder, 5. Klasse ist ein richtiger Bully.
Princess for short. I don't want you to say the other number. Which game do you want to go?
Ist wirklich alles Kids?
That one.
Gotta hit that bullseye. Oh, damn, who are you? Chill, bro.
Echte Deals?
Nein, keine echten Deals. Leute, ich würde, glaube ich, nicht mal eine Stunde im scheiß Metaverse aushalten, Alter. Und so virtuelle Welten, wo man so leben kann, wo man sich ausleben kann, das ist ja auch nichts Neues. Guck dir die ganzen Roleplay-Server an. Ist es jetzt der Gothic Multiplayer oder, keine Ahnung, GTA 5 oder Minecraft, so. Überall gibt es so Virtual Space, wo du ein Leben führen kannst, so. Und das ist alles nicht so cursed wie die Scheiße hier.
Chill. I don't want no problems. And that was when I actually found anyone to interact with in these worlds. Because for the most part, all of these different places you can go that people put their heart and souls into designing were really nothing but ghost towns. I'm talking about entire universes created that I was the only person in the world walking around in.
Bruder, es gab nicht mal eine Laufanimation. Guck dich die Scheiße mal an.
I'm talking about entire universes.
Was ist das, Alter?
Versus created that I was the only person in the world walking around in. I'm talking about live events where absolutely no one was present. See, like this would be cool if I was fishing with some of my buddies, but once again, I'm all alone. Here we go, I got a big one. Alright. And because I'm ethical, I'll throw it back. Yeah, guys, so it's pretty sad to see I'm the only person here at the rooftop bar tonight. I imagine at one time there was people socializing here, dancing, trying to pick up chicks at the bar and whatnot. Yes, sir, I'll take a whiskey on the rocks. Can I just jump back here and make it myself? Little bottle of bubbly. At least they got a slot machine up in here. Now, admittedly, the only place that I found to
so wie ich das einschätze, funktioniert die halt auch mit echtem Geld.
Be somewhat wholesome was when I was allowed into a community of senior citizens.
Hello, Jamera has actually taught, so.
Oh, okay.
He's young, but he's doing a study on the.
Ah, Menschen, die keine Kinder sind, heilige Scheiße.
And stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, y'all got a cool little community going on here.
Yeah, we worked hard to keep the kids out of it because the kids are always disruptive and
Hello, Sergeant.
A 50-and-up universe where they were extremely sad about the prospect of their social life being turned off.
It's really bothering me that they're gonna knock all this down, right?
Es gibt halt immer diese wenigen Menschen, die dieses furchtbare Services kaufen und sie trotzdem mögen und es trotzdem so ihr Ding ist. Für manche ist es so ein Guilty Pleasure, so, für manche ist es etwas anderes, aber es gibt immer wieder diese Leute, die da trotzdem Andrang finden und für die ist das natürlich traurig. Boah, Leute, für mich war das damals Panfu, kennt das noch jemand? Das war auch für Kinder, damals war ich ein Kind, by the way, wo du einen Panda spielst und da hast du auch so ein Social Place, wo du rumläufst und so Minigames zocken kannst und so. Man konnte natürlich auch ein Abo-Modell bezahlen, um crazy Shit zu bekommen, aber ich hatte nie Geld, so, keine Ahnung. Und, das war's für mich. Und das war eigentlich richtig scheiße. Aber ich mochte das. Und als es dann irgendwann offline ging, war ich schon ein bisschen sad. Und das ist genau für das Panfu, glaube ich. Leute, Shoutout an alle, die Panfu noch kennen. Schreibt's in die Kommentare.
I don't think they even know yet, do they?
I don't think they got 100%, but I think they got a path right now, and the path is looking like they're gonna quit doing it on here for VR at least.
Through the VR experience, these people had regained their ability to connect with the community without leaving their homes. They had schedules where they played games, visited different worlds, watched movies together, and created genuine connections. Hey, thanks for letting me check out Charles' world.
Absolutely, hon.
It was really cool,
Absolutely.
actually. Yeah, lots of really cool people in it. And that was about...
Voll sympathisch, mega die Süße und sie hat dieses I Love Dogs T-Shirt. So, beste.
The only thing in this experience that made me kind of sad. The other 98% of the time I was either by myself or engrossed in the sheer mayhem of what felt like an overcrowded children's bouncy house.
Wait, hold on. I gotta get
Get your crack-headed ass down there.
Oh.
Get back to work.
Wait, I'm on the other side.
Do anybody want flies?
Kinder machen das oft, dass sie so Real-Life-Szenarien sehen und dann so Roleplayen, das Ganze. So, keine Ahnung, Mutter, Vater, Kind und so ein Kram. Und das machen die halt jetzt gerade auch so. Habt ihr gerade gehört, get back to work, so. Der Roleplayt schon als ein McDonalds-Manager. So bereiten sich Kinder auf die echte Welt vor. So die erwachsene Welt.
You know, it's just hilarious to me that what was meant to be this grand social experience, this revolution or renaissance of sorts, in reality would either drive people to lunacy or sheer loneliness. And more internal leaks came out that revealed that only 10% of users returned to the metaverse at all after being there a single time, and only 9% of the overall worlds built by creators were ever visited by more than 50 people.
We are a company that builds technology to connect people. And the metaverse is the next frontier.
I guess these are all.
Wann sind diese Penner eigentlich Englisch pleite? Wie viel Metaverse braucht es doch?
The people who used to come to this nightclub, okay, pretty sad. And yeah, guys, there's just not much going on here at all. Damn, they even had the beer pong going? Balls back. Balls back. See, I imagine at one time this type of stuff might have been kind of fun. Come chill with the homies, play some full send beer pong. And as I venture through
Vielleicht darfst du dann nicht allein gehen. Vielleicht musst du so dir ein paar Homies mitnehmen, so. Dann ist es vielleicht gar nicht so schlecht.
all of these different places, I only felt isolation more than anything else. And so this appears to be an entire city where literally nobody is around. It is a literal ghost town. As most of the people you would encounter out there were not people at all, but metabots. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Nope, it's just a fake bot Rista.
Hi there. I'd love to brew up something just right for you.
I heard they're about to nuke the metaverse.
Don't believe everything you hear. Mates!
Now, originally it was announced
Mate!
that the main aspects of this metaverse would be closed on March 31st. Specifically, the central hub and anything else created by Meta. So I actually sat there that night
March 31st, das ist tatsächlich schon vorbei, das ist schon tot.
until 2 a.m. That's why I got these bags under my eyes. I was about tired as fuck. And absolutely nothing happened. But now that around a week has passed, the central hub has been taken down. You can think of this as the meta courtyard that you would spawn in automatically that has now been nuked. You ready for the end of the world?
Yeah.
What do you think it's gonna be like?
Crazy.
Ja, wahrscheinlich.
We also keep improving the social experience in Horizon. It's different from every other computing platform that has ever been built before. It's different from anything that any other platform can provide.
And by June 15th of this year, the entire thing in regards to the VR experience will be ripped offline forever. And it is now being turned into a mobile app that will most definitely be infested with kids. Basically, Mark realized that he couldn't map the immersive future he predicted, and is now targeting kids and microtransactions through a poor man's Roblox universe. You know, essentially all of those VR residents are now being evicted, and this will now be turning into a massive daycare. And it's very interesting as I watch through the keynotes from the last 6 years to see how they slowly but surely ventured farther and farther away from this idea of people living their complete lives online. You know, after a while it was nothing more than a footnote compared to his segments about AI and his creepy glasses. And as I mentioned before, Mark did burn through billions of dollars on this venture. You know, now they've started giving up the dream, they've laid all these people off from the virtual reality team. But really a couple of years into this entire thing, I think that Mark realized the pivot that would make him not care at all about that sunk cost.
Holy shit, it works.
What would we need to do to push it even further?
And I will say it is a threat to every single individual's privacy all around the world. Because Mark didn't just burn this money, but he bought a front row ticket to your personal privacy and biometric data.
Also ich habe mal bei einem Optiker gearbeitet tatsächlich. Und diese Brillen, ne, diese Meta-Brillen, sehr viele Menschen haben sich dafür interessiert. Aus sehr vielen unterschiedlichen Gründen. Also ich könnte mir schon vorstellen, dass das ganz gut ankam.
And the daycare that he's building out now is really just bait for the next generation. And I will tell you guys all about that in my next video. But either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. You know, I had a lot of fun making this video, felt a little bit more investigative. So I hope you guys have been appreciating that. I do think that part 2 might be even better, but y'all are gonna have to wait and see. Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing.
Ja, war ein Banger-Video. War sehr interessant. Ja, ich hätte mir vielleicht noch ein paar mehr Eckdaten gewünscht. Aber prinzipiell, wie er sich auch mit den Leuten unterhalten hat, ne, so ein bisschen das Ganze gezeigt hat, das war schon ganz cool. War schon ganz cool. Und die armen Leute, die jetzt traurig sind wegen Meta, keine Sorge, Leute. Ihr könnt ja auch Roblox spielen. Same thing, bra. Same thing. Nur halt nicht VR. Was ja der ganze Appeal ist vielleicht. Vielleicht kann ich das nicht so gut nachvollziehen, aber ja, für mich war das immer ein bisschen eine Clown-Show. Ich weiß auch nicht. Vielleicht bin ich auch einfach ein arroganter, böser Mensch. Ich werde auf jeden Fall erstmal abonnieren und liken. Der Boy hat das sehr, sehr gut gemacht. Also lasst ein bisschen Liebe da. Das ist natürlich das erste Video, was verlinkt ist in der Beschreibung. Gebt mir gerne eure Gedanken zum Metaverse und was da so abging. Oder zu Roblox, genau. Danke fürs Zugucken und ja, Leute, haut rein. Ciao.